Hey, how you doing? My name is Shamara Calloway. So today I decided to make a video because I wanted to talk about the Gold Kit King Kong 2 Pro controller for the Nintendo Switch. So I watched a lot of videos of this controller before I bought it, and I seen nothing but good reviews, and people talked about the experience they had with this controller. This controller is supposed to be a no drift Joy-Con controller, third party controller. Now, I watched enough videos to be certain that this is what I wanted to buy. Knowing that the price is very expensive, I spent $80, $79.99. That's $80 plus tax for this controller. I wanted to buy it and test it out and try it for myself. And here is the controller. So I had this controller for about a month and a half. When I first got it and I hooked it up on my Switch and tried it on my TV, it worked pretty good for about 3 weeks. 3 weeks tops. I had no Joy-Con issues, no drips, any of that. The product feels very expensive, doesn't feel cheap. It feels very good in your hands. It's very comfortable. The buttons feel great. The D-pad is awesome. The Joy-Con sticks feels good also. It had no problems up until I tried to connect my controller to my Switch. I never had any issues, but after 2 months, I started having problems. I can't get it to connect to my Nintendo Switch. It still lights up. You still see the lights. It still hold charge, but it won't connect to my Switch, and I don't know why. I don't know how to fix it, and I tried to look up videos on YouTube on how to fix these problems, but it seems that nobody ain't having these problems with this controller like I have. Like I said, I spent $80 and it worked pretty good for a couple of months. And then all of a sudden it just stopped, and I took good care of it. I kept it in a case. So when I got the box, it was like this. I bought it just like it is, but the charger had another little box for the cable. And I like that it came with a case, a protective case for the controller. And just, you know, I spent the money I spent for it should last a lot longer than it did. Here is the controller, and you can see that the buttons, they still work just fine. And it has other options where you can connect it to your computer, your PlayStation 3, netbook, whatever you got. But I mainly use it for my Switch. Overall, this is very high quality. It got built-in battery. You know, I really like it for what it is. I like the comfort, the feeling of the controller. It just didn't really last as long as I thought it would. And it comes with a 9.10 inch USB-C charger cable. And I feel very disappointed, and I feel like I wasted my whole $80 on this controller. Now that I have my experience with the Gold Kit King Kong Pro 2 controller for my Switch, it it's just not worth $80. I think they should bring it down to at least 30, maybe $40 at the most. But $80, it's not worth the hype, and it's not like what people say it is. So I can't take it back. My 30-day warranty is up, and I just been holding on to it. I want to throw it away, but I can't because it's $80 I spent it on. So I feel like I have to keep it. But I do have. I had these first before I bought the controller. Horror Split Pro 2. These are not wireless. They don't have any batteries built in it, but it only works when it's connected to the Nintendo Switch. Now, I like the fact these are a bigger size. They fit comfortable in my hands. I have skinny hands, and playing long hours of time, they can cramp up and hurt. But I spent $40 on these. Now, these are worth $40. I had these longer than this controller, and I had no issues with them. And they even though they make my Switch look bulky and big, and I can't really complain because they work and they do what they say that they do. Now, here is my Switch. This is the older V2 Switch that came out before the OLED and the Switch Lite. I had this for about over a year and a half, and I love it, and I have no issues with it. I haven't had any problems with the Joy-Cons. They work great. But my problem is finding the best controller, pro controller, that I can use and play while hooked up on TV without it breaking over time or without any issues. I don't know what controllers I could get, but I'm probably gonna hold out for a while, and I was gonna stick with the Split Pass 2 and use that handheld. But other than that, it's not an issue, really. I wish I could have just picked something better than this. So I just want to say, spend your money on something that's worth it. Accessories, things that last longer. Just don't waste your money on this controller. That's all I gotta say. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.